Hey, Conoy family, it is so good to be with you right now. I'm coming to you with actually a pretty exciting announcement for you. I don't know if you know this. We've tried to be really upfront and honest about this in our congregational meetings and before the virus hit and we went into quarantine, during our announcement slides on Sunday mornings, we would share with you that Conoy has a certain amount of debt. And that debt has come from a number of years and some of the projects that have been done around the church, including remodeling the entire parsonage to become the new office space so as to clear up more space in the church to create more classrooms and more content then for our community here. And that debt load is something that we carry with us. Now, I've only been around for less than 2 years now, but I can tell you that my experience here with the leadership at Conoy is that one of our goals is to see Conoy debt free. And there's a lot of reasons for this. One, we think that's a biblical principle. We want to live in a way that is debt free. We don't want to have to continue to pay on debt. Rather than that, we would actually prefer to save up money and funds towards projects that are coming in the future. That's what we plan to do. And quite honestly, with the way that the global pandemic has affected our economy and the world, with the way that a recession a decade ago affected the world, it seems just like it would be a wise thing for us to not live in a world where we have outstanding debt, but in a world where we're choosing to save our funds and then apply them to projects and ministries that we have in the future. Now, here's the thing. We have two areas of debt. One is a line of credit and one is a loan. Together, these two things add up to about $60,000 of debt. The one that is the largest is our line of credit. Now, here's the really exciting thing. Here's the cool announcement. A very generous person has offered to give us a $20,000 matching gift. What that means is, as a congregation, we need to try to raise $20,000. And if we raise $20,000, then this person, this donor, will also give $20,000. And so in total, we'll have $40,000. That $40,000 would completely pay off the $36,000 we have on the line of credit. The line of credit would be free, clean, and clear. No more debt there. That $4,000 of extra funds could be applied to the remaining debt line that we have, the loan, and then we would take our normal payments. Right now, we pay about $1,000 a month between the two loans. We take that $1,000 and apply it all to one loan, and we will end up paying off that loan 2 years sooner than it would have been. And by the fall, by the start of the school year of 2022, Conoy would be completely debt free. Do you understand what I'm saying? We would have no more debt load, which means that there's no more payments that we're making, which means that anything extra that we have can be used for ministry, can be used for our food ministry, can be used for our children's ministry, can be used to create a youth group in the future, it can be used to take care of some of the projects around the church, like new doors or something like that. This is a great thing. Here's where we all come in. In order for us to have access to the $20,000 matching gift, we need to raise $20,000. Now, the leadership got together, and what we thought was, you know what? We need to show the congregation how serious we are about this, how serious we are about debt, not just reduction, but eradication. How much are we willing to pledge towards this matching gift? And here's what I'm super excited to tell you. The leadership has gotten together and pledged $9,220 towards this, almost $10,000. Almost half of this is already raised, which means that we have just over $10,000 to raise yet. Now, how does that break down? How does that affect everybody here who calls Conoy Church their home? Well, our church has about 100 giving units. And so that would be a family might make that up, or maybe a single person makes that up. But about 100 different units who give, who tithe on a regular basis. If those 100 units were to give $107 between now and the end of the year, we would have this whole thing met. $107. That's $107 on top of your normal tithe, because we still have things like electric and heat and things like that to pay. But $107 over the next 4 months. That's really the requirement. So how does that break down even further? Well, that's about $26 a month for 4 months, extra on top of your normal tithe. Or it could be $6.75 each week for the next 4 months. Or finally, it could be something as simple as 96 cents a day. That really isn't that big a deal. I mean, I talk to Turkey Hill and asked them, how much is a cup of coffee? And they told me it was $1.49. I mean, I don't know about you, but I have a cup of coffee every single day. So now, most of the time I make it at home, but if I was somebody who was going out and getting a cup of coffee every day, if I just gave that cup of coffee up, I would have more than I need to help us meet this financial gift. Or maybe you go to Folklore on a regular basis. You know, the most popular drink that Folklore sells is a regular caramel latte, and that thing costs $3.45. If you gave up two caramel lattes a week, we'd be covered. Put it this way, gas right now is like $2.40 a gallon. If you could just figure out a way to put two less gallons of gas in your tank, or better yet, be more efficient and use two less gallons a week, we would meet this. What I'm asking you, as your friend, as your pastor, as part of your family, is that if you are willing, if you are able, that we work towards matching this gift. We need $100 extra above and beyond our tithe over the next 4 months from each giving unit, and we're there. We are well on our way to having Conoy's debt completely eradicated. That's exciting. That's great news. So what I want you to do this week is I just want you to think about it. Consider what you might be able and willing to give. And next week, what we're going to do is we're going to have a couple of pledge cards out on the seats in the sanctuary. And if you are willing and you're able to pledge, we just want you to write down over the next 4 months, above my tithes and offerings, I'm going to give this much. And put it back there where we're putting our tithes right now in the back of the sanctuary. If you're watching or listening online with us and you feel like God is calling you to help support this debt eradication, what I'm asking you to do is either reach out and message the church on Facebook. You can email me. That's on the screen right now, or even give me a call. That would be great too. I'd love to talk to you. We're really excited to be out of debt. We're really excited how that frees us up for the future and what that might look like for ministry going forward. So I hope that you will praise God with me, and I hope that you will pray with me that God will help us meet this gift. Thanks, guys.